Good evening. I would like to thank Mr. Locke and the Old Chester Hills Meet the Candidates Committee for allowing me the opportunity to send this video, being I could not attend the event this evening. Please know that I respect and value your opinions and would like to hear your questions and concerns. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Heather Mamalito. I currently sit as the Vice President of the Elwood Board of Education. My husband Joe and I are 13-year residents of the Elwood community. We have 3 children, a freshman in college, a senior at Glenn, and an 8th grader at EMS. My experience as a small business owner, real estate manager, and a supervisory role with New York State Department of Health has provided a great benefit to the Elwood School District. My participation in board subcommittees, both before and during my tenure, has afforded me the opportunity to learn all aspects of school district business. Prior to my tenure on the board, Elwood was struggling financially. The morale was extremely low, and there was a huge lack of transparency. Once elected, we worked tirelessly to turn Elwood around. We hired our current superintendent as well as multiple other administrators, which allowed us to move in a better direction. We repaired relationships with our staff, found efficiencies to take the burden off the taxpayer, and started connecting better with the community. We have celebrated many accolades, such as John Glenn High School being awarded the National Blue Ribbon of Excellence, which, by the way, is known to increase home values by as much as 9%. We were a New York State Top 100 Reward School. We are ranked number 2 on Long Island for AP scores, and we removed our fiscal stress designation due to the strong financial planning. I'm extremely proud of the equity work that is being done in our schools. Most recently, we have received the Anti-Defamation League's No Place for Hate designation for all 4 schools. We supported our Muslim and Hindu neighbors by including Eid and Diwali on our district calendar. Most importantly, we want to make sure that all people are treated with dignity, respect, and have equal opportunity to succeed. I have always been a strong advocate for positive change. My experience and relationships have proven to be a great benefit to Elwood. My creation of the Legislative Committee has created an avenue to successfully advocate for over $2 million in aid. We have advocated for things like an adjustment to the foundation aid formula, return of our gap elimination aid, review of COVID guidelines, in-person graduation for class of 2020 and 2021, multiple pathways to graduation, and much, much more. As a leader in multiple PTAs, the Elwood Civic Association, and the Elwood Booster Club, I raised and donated over $300,000 to help backfill programs and offset the burden to the taxpayer. Due to my extensive commitment to our community, I was awarded Andrew Rayer's Woman of Distinction Award for Community Service. With respect to transparency, live stream board meetings was one of my first goals achieved. Our website is chock full of information from line-by-line budget reports and bargaining unit contracts, bond work timelines, and board committee minutes. We also moved to a system of open board subcommittees without an application process. Agendas are always posted publicly online on Mondays so that we can give the public an opportunity to review and submit questions or attend a board meeting on Thursday. We implemented surveys for stakeholder input and released many superintendent video updates. In fact, we got criticized for them being too lengthy. During the pandemic, we created a community reopening task force so that we can engage all stakeholders to safely reopen schools. Everyone was welcome and nobody was turned away. In fact, we had over 101 volunteers. This was by far one of the most important committees in the history of this district. Throughout this pandemic, we worked with the task force to ensure that children were receiving the best education while remaining safe. Our ability to work together as a team allowed us to methodically map out a plan to implement a successful return to in-person full-time instruction. Please note that when our administration was resistant to reopening prior to the 4th marking quarter, it was the board that implored it should happen. Due to the positive relationship with our teachers, we were able to work with the faculty to provide live synchronous instruction. We were able to negotiate a freeze at the height of the pandemic, and that lessened the burden on the taxpayers. We also were able to maintain the integrity of our program. In addition, we settled a tax cap friendly 5-year contract that expires in 2025. So what sets me apart from other candidates? I participated in the Community Reopening Task Force along with Mr. Tomio. I have proven experience and passion for providing the best opportunities for children to reach their greatest potential. My ability to work well with others has shown to be a great benefit to our district. I'm a champion for all children and have tirelessly given back to this community, and sometimes at the expense of my own family. I participated in all aspects of the community from my first days in Elwood, not just the year I decided to run for the board. I was a class parent, leadership in multiple PTAs, president of the Elwood Booster Club, board member of the Elwood Taxpayers Association, and I participated in board subcommittees and board meetings consistently. It was a natural progression, so when I decided to run for the board, I had the knowledge of all aspects of school district business. I do not criticize other people's work and work against them, especially when we're trying to achieve the same goal. Instead, I welcome a collaborative endeavor and a team effort. I never bring my personal beliefs to the table. I always take a global approach, and when it comes to analyzing situations and decision making. I have always exercised my right to vote in school board elections and the school budget vote. I supported the class of 2020 and 2021 by coordinating fundraising, signage, spiritware, and goodies so that they can have some kind of cheer during a challenging year. I raised money and wrote grants for 2 handicapped accessible playgrounds, one at Harley and one at Boyd. I spearheaded change to building use policy, which created a revenue stream for the district. There are many, many more accomplishments from both before and during my tenure. I invite you to visit my website at www.mamalito4boe.webs.com or find me on Facebook at Re-elect Heather Mamalito for Elwood BOE. And feel free to always email me at h.mamalito@gmail.com. Now more than ever, we need the right leadership on the board to help guide our community back to pre-pandemic times. Our community needs proven, cooperative, honest, and experienced board members to stay the course. I ask for your vote on Tuesday, May 18th. Thank you so much and have a great night.